Hello everyone. Today I want to talk to about something we all face, but the sometimes hard to see reality. Through my life, be hard to learn a difference between what's the real, what's not, and hasn't always been easy. In this video, I share my experience and some tips that I help me see in the world as my reality. For me, reality is not just what we can see or touch. It's the truth of situations, the consequences of my actions, and the lessons we learn from your mistakes. It's accepting that what is, and even if not was accepted. My first big lesson about really can be is the last year on the high school. I felt overwhelmed by pressure of having the perfect grade to get into a university. And I kept telling myself that I have to be perfect, that I couldn't fail. I was deceiving myself with that idea. The anxiety and stress we are so strong that they almost paralyzed me. So the reality was I wasn't a robot. I was a student, so doing the best I could, but who also need help. I had to be honestly to myself, talk to my parents and teachers and friends, and accept that what is okay not to be perfect. That experience taught me to my reality is sometimes to we need to ask for help, and that mistakes are part of my learning process. Another important experience was realizing that success is not just about working hard. I used it to believe that if working non-stop, success will come automatically. I spend hours in studying, doing projects, and I don't giving myself any time to rest. So I feel exhausted, and I'm frustrated that was created a false reality where born was the only way to success. Another important experience was realizing that successful is not just about working hard. I used to believe that if I worked non-stop, successful will come automatically. I spent hours studying, doing the projects, and not giving myself any time to rest. I feel exhausted and frustrated. I was creating a false reality where born was the only way to success. The real reality was that my well-being mattered. So I learned that lasting success require a balance from the one I start talking care to my mental health and I giving myself time. This is the way to much more productive and happier in the long run. Based on these lessons, here are my 3 tips for you to also recognize the reality in your lives. Question your expectations. Ask yourself if you are seeing the situation as it is or as you would like to be. Often, what the thing is the real just desire of the precon is bad idea. Listen to your emotions. Your feelings are the guide. If you something makes you feel uncomfortable or cause your stress, isn't kind of thing that something if you can really needs to be reweighted. Don't ignore your don't ignore those signals. Accept discomfort. Reality is not always pretty or easy. Accepting that there are difficult situations is the first step to being able to face and overcome them. Recognizing the reality is not ongoing the process. It's one to always be easy, but it's one to the most important things we can do of yourselves. By being too honest about that's real, we give all yourselves the opportunity to grow, make better decisions, and live in a more authentic way. I hope my experience and tips are help you to you. Remember, life is a journey, and the best way of navigate is this your eyes wide open to the reality. Thank you for listening.